Convertible securities hybrid instruments blending debt and equity offer flexibility, but introduce significant legal and financial complexities. Their treatment depends on detailed contractual terms, regulatory compliance, valuation methodologies, and the context of distress or bankruptcy. Overview: Convertible securities such as bonds, preferred stock, and notes allow investors to convert their holdings into a set number of common shares. They combine debt like downside protection with equity upside potential. Convertible bonds, debt instruments paying interest, convertible into common stock at a specified ratio or price. Convertible preferred stock, preferred shares with dividend rights and liquidation preference, convertible into common stock. Convertible notes, short-term debt, often used in startups, convertible into equity during future financing rounds. Convertible securities are governed by securities law, requiring registration and disclosure under the Securities Act of 1933, unless exemptions, e.g. private placements, Section 3 and 9 apply. Corporate law dictates rights and preferences, including conversion and anti-dilution provisions, which are outlined in charters, bylaws, or investor agreements and may require board or shareholder approval. Contract law governs the terms of convertibles through enforceable agreements like indentures or purchase contracts. Compliance with these frameworks ensures legal enforceability and investor protection. Convertible securities face regulatory complexities, including the registration of underlying shares if conversion occurs within 1 year or at the issuer's option. Disclosure of conversion terms, risks, and dilution effects is required in offering documents and ongoing reports. Additionally, all statements and omissions are subject to anti-fraud provisions under Section 10b and Rule 10b-5, ensuring accuracy and preventing misleading information. Compliance with these rules is essential to avoid legal and regulatory risks. Conversion mechanics define how convertible securities transition into equity. The conversion ratio determines the number of shares received per security, while the conversion price sets the effective price per share. A conversion premium reflects the extra cost investors pay for the conversion option. Anti-dilution provisions protect investors. Full ratchet resets the conversion price to the lowest new issue price, maximizing protection but diluting common shareholders. While weighted average adjusts the price based on share issuance, with broad-based weighted average being the market standard, these provisions are critical for investor protection and strictly enforced. Valuation methodologies: Black-Scholes model values the option component of convertibles, ideal for simple European-style options. Binomial lattice models simulate multiple price paths and handle features like early conversion or calls. Monte Carlo simulation used for complex path-dependent features. Accounting and legal valuation. Fair value is typically determined using Black-Scholes or binomial models, as recognized by accounting standards. Legal complexities in distressed bankruptcy scenarios. 5.1. Debt versus equity. Courts may recharacterize convertible debt as equity, subordinating claims. 5.2. Conversion rights in bankruptcy. Automatic stay suspends conversion rights. Debt-to-equity swaps in Chapter 11 subject to absolute priority rule. Senior creditors paid before junior equity holders. 5.3. Legal uncertainty. Circuit split on federal versus state law governing recharacterization creates uncertainty. Conversion rights enforceability may be litigated. Corporate transactions, MINAMP, and spin-offs see adjustments. Conversion terms may require adjustment in mergers, acquisitions, or spin-offs to reflect the new capital structure or trigger automatic conversion share redemption. Disclosure. Treatment of convertibles must be disclosed in proxy statements and deal documents. Let's make a legal and financial complexities summary. Convertible debt may be reclassified as equity in bankruptcy. Subordinating claims. Conversion rights can be suspended, modified, or extinguished based on reorganization plans. Anti-dilution protections, full ratchet, weighted average are strictly enforced. Valuation relies on models like Black-Scholes, binomial, or Monte Carlo for legal and accounting purposes. Regulatory compliance requires SEC registration, disclosure, and adherence to anti-fraud rules. In Mighty AMP or spin-offs, conversion terms may need adjustment with proper disclosure. Convertible securities are complex hybrid instruments that demand precise legal structuring, robust disclosure, and careful valuation. Their unpredictable treatment in distress or bankruptcy, such as recharacterization, subordination, or loss of conversion rights, poses significant risks. Strict regulatory compliance, strong anti-dilution protections, and meticulous contract drafting areas and investors.